But before we head down there, there is one shop over here which I always forget the entrance, but it's called Cospa. If you've heard of it before, awesome. If not, they basically sell officially licensed t-shirts, hoodies, all that type of clothing. I have a couple of Dragon Ball hoodies which are quite nice. I think it's in this building. Yeah, here we go. 4th floor, Cospa. And there's a cafe as well. So yeah, let's head on up, check out Cospa and see what they have. So just as we head upstairs, so this building is kind of tucked away, directly opposite the main street with Radio Kaikan. I think it's Orden. It's like a electronics shop, mainly aimed at tourists, I guess. I've been here for years, but I think a few years ago Cospa moved over here onto the 4th floor, and there's something called G Store as well, and then there's a cafe. So that's pretty cool for all your official licensed goods, hats, masks, cups, all sorts of stuff, with full-on anime t-shirts and so forth. So yeah, G Store seems to be dolls and cosplay items, so it's really cool. Okay, so back outside now, just to highlight the building. This one, Orden. So I had their name wrong just before, but yeah, actually, Cospa is really good. And then Cure Maid Cafe right next door. I've seen it before, and I decided to give it a try, and it was good. I had a nice umbrella of eyes, very nice. I've got a photo, so I'll check up on the screen somewhere. Highly recommend. Basically a normal restaurant cafe, nice decor, but people are just dressed up in a French. Okay, so as I was saying, there's dressed up in a French maid outfit, so it's a nice maid cafe, opposed to a bit more moe kyun, cutesy lovey, over the top style. Anyway, now that full of food, time to head on to the next round of shops. So as I mentioned, Radio Kaikan, cross the street, and we come down here. There used to be some really cool car shops down here, but they've all closed up now, and the train tracks is up above. So basically along the train tracks we go, and then we can either go down this street or the one across on the other side. Either will work. Actually, there's a card shop. Okay, yeah, walk around, explore, you'll find all sorts of stuff. But yeah, the trader shop that we checked out before, they have another branch here, Trader 2, a lot smaller, but still some good deals. So that first shop in Radio Kaikan that I said is a tourist shop, really expensive. For example, my mate saw a figure that he wanted, like 3,500 yen. Here he found it for like 1,500. So definitely a good deal. I think upstairs is movies and games and stuff. But in here they do have some figures. If you go down, there's another shop called Mulan, so UFO catcher stuff. Or behind Kigo, where we're going to turn now, is the big street, and down here you got the famous sort of like Super Potato, and then the main Kotobukiya store, which is really cool. So anything like Square Enix, Monster Hunter, a whole bunch of various series, Zoids, and yeah, they've got HM Zoids, so all sorts of stuff in there. It's really cool to check out. You get a lot of items which you can't find at other shops. More maid cafes. The back entrance to that Hey arcade that we walked through just before. And yeah, basically straight ahead on the other side is Mandarake. But first, we can go check out Kotobukiya. So all sorts of capital goods, game stuff on the bottom floor, Square Enix. But yeah, we can just pop upstairs. There's all sorts of stuff here, and they often have events at the very top as well. So yeah, if you any figure that's released by Kotobukiya, if it's a new release you should be able to find it here, which is really cool. But I think the pricing is all just base retail, but it's really cool to come look around. Okay, so once you've checked out Kotobukiya, just come out, head around to the left, and straight up you have Super Potato up there. There's another small casual shop that's recently opened up. But in here you've got 3-4 floors of all retro gaming and stuff, which is awesome. So it's definitely worthwhile checking out. Spend time to gaming. But it's definitely a bit more expensive. On the other side you have Rashinban, figures on the bottom floor, kind of expensive. Again, not the best, but you may find a good deal. Probably not, but it's worth checking out. And upstairs you've got another small shops that have some gacha items as well. So we can have a quick look, see what they do have. Remember, you can't film in here, as I got told no, so let's see how far we get. So one keyword I want to highlight is this one. It means unopened. And then this one is open, so very similar, just that this one has a different kanji, which means no, you're done or incomplete basically. This shop does have English, but keep those words in mind when you go to other shops, as it may just have a kanji. Again, I'll have those down in the description somewhere, so you can take a memo and check it out when you come shopping. So heading upstairs now, I think it's mainly DVDs and music for Rashinban and maybe some other figures, and then above that is a bunch of small shops selling gacha items and really cool knickknacks. So yeah, it's mainly figures and games and DVD stuff downstairs, and now we're up on the first floor. So there'll be small shops, you can find some older items, gacha, small figures and other stuff. One thing that's cool, they have a whole bunch of old Dragon Ball figures off to the side here.
Well, that one's here. That one's an open one. Well, I think the other one's still open. Yeah, that one's
So the fourth floor has pop-up shop area, event space, and another one of those, the same shop I think as the Radio Kaikan one, where you hold a rental box and you can sell your own items. So that's a pretty cool setup. So yeah, up here, mainly all these boxes, you just write down what you want from a piece of paper, give it to the people, and they'll come get it for you. Basically what you see is what you get. But yeah, not much else to say about that. I mean, you can find some cool items, some older ones, and oh damn, that's expensive. But yeah, generally prices definitely a bit more inflated. But if you don't live here, as one of your options for getting second items, whereas if you live in Japan, you can also go to like Mercari or Yakuro and pick things up easier. So anyway, I'm going to head down. We're on the 4th floor at the moment, so we'll go all the way back down the bottom, head outside, and I think it's Mandarake and Akiba-X as well to check out. And there's some other shops behind all of those buildings. Okay, so we've outside now, which is really handy. Kotobukiya is just over that way. If we look straight here, we've got a big camera, and we can actually cross the road just up here actually, and we'll cross over and go to Akiba-X. So before we went to, I mean just up there. Once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to get around everywhere. But yeah, there will be a map somewhere pinpointing all these shops. Now this one here, as I mentioned earlier, does have the cheapest prices, tiny little shop, but great for brand new releases and especially premium bundle ones that you might have missed out on. So yeah, middle cooler, he's just come out of Japan. Whew, he's expensive. Wish I did pick up models of that figure. I'll always be kicking myself for that one. But you know, you can get some good second-hand ones. Prices hit and miss. You get a good deal. But yeah, compared to the other branch, definitely a little bit cheaper. Not too much for brand new stuff, you know, maybe a few $100 yen, but it does add up eventually, right? Okay, so from outside of the shop, we just want to tuck around to the back street down here. So yeah, this is the main side street that we'll walk down now. This runs parallel to the main street. And we have a few more Surugaya branches, I think Jungle, and the main shop we want to come to, which is the Mandarake showroom. Not showroom, mega store, main store. But 8-9 floors of anime game goodness. You can spend a long time in there. I recommend taking the elevator to the top and just working your way all the way down. Can't actually film in there, the last few times I've been told off. But at the very top, like yeah, figure arts, old Dragon Ball items, model kit sets, you got games, doujinshi, manga, old items, rich items, all that all the way down, really cool. Prices though, are definitely more expensive. It doesn't help that they have a website, so they sell overseas, so the price is definitely more on the foreigner or tourist bracket, but it is really cool. I might pop up and see if we can get some of it filmed at least, just because I always want to have a look at the Transformers when I come here. Always cool to check out all the old G1 figures and also the masterpiece as well. Now they do have stairs on the outside, which normally I just walk down, so it makes it a little bit easier. Actually, here's the handy dandy floor map. So toys and cards, 7th floor, or toys card, female doujinshi, CD games, manga, sales, male orientated doujinshi, and then they do the buying and selling, or buying I should say, on the first floor here. And they've got dolls and cosplay on the 2nd floor. So normally 8th, 7th floor is what I'd check out. Those 6 is pretty cool as well, and 3rd too. Okay, so unfortunately massive queue for the elevator, so time to get my daily exercise and go up 8 floors of stairs. Man, I am unfit now. Need to start exercising again. Whew. I'm almost at the top. So the 7th floor there. But one more floor to go to get to all the toy goodies. Okay, so 8th floor. Transformers. And actually not bad price. Resale though, but Neiman, what, 20,000 yen. Pretty good. Okay, so we've got some third party as well. Yeah, not bad. Oh, I would love to get both the ships, but I think they're about 30,000-40,000 yen here, which is ridiculous. And a bit too expensive to import due to shipping fees as well. On this side we've got Masterpiece, and I think some old like G1 and Beast Wars. So this is cool. They actually don't have anywhere near as much as what they used to actually. Damn, basically 4K for Devastator set. So down on the 7th floor now, some chamber figures. And then the figure outs are placed here as well, which are all pretty much overpriced, unfortunately. But again, tourist location, right? I mean, 11,000 yen. You can just go over to the shop now and buy it for retail. Okay, so there is a nice teaser for Mandarake. So much to check out in there. Even if you're not buying anything, it's just fun to look around. It is a little bit like a museum, just a little bit, with all the old retro items. And yeah, it's basically anything for everyone. I mean, check this out, Mars Attacks. That is so cool. So yeah, worthwhile checking out. Anyway, we're going to walk down the back streets some more as per our plan. And see what we can find. Oh, there's a Cando. I wonder, if you haven't seen already, I've done some videos recently showcasing cool accessories that 100-yen shops are selling. This one seems crazy tiny, so I don't think they will have. So we'll check out. Let's have a little look. I'll see if I can find. Check it out, they do have. Okay, so yeah, they've got cones. I haven't seen those ones before actually. This is cool. I coloured it red to get blood. It looks really cool actually. The folding chairs, tables, fences. These stands are awesome. 110 yen, can't go wrong. So yeah, Cando Akiba, 2nd floor, back corner. Come check it out. Buy out lots because those accessories rock. So yeah, Cando Akiba, opposite the Surugaya shop, behind the Mandarake. Great place to pick up those accessories. I definitely recommend checking out the 100-yen shops in Japan. Cando, Seria, I think are the two best ones for picking up those miniatures for 1/12 scale figures. But yeah, this Surugaya store, 2nd floor, anime figures. So if you want to get like your boxed Dragon Ball, Naruto, yeah, general Jump figures, it's cool to go there. They do have some figure arts, but not much, but still worthwhile checking out. Once you've done that, you can just keep walking down the main street here. You know, there's like PC shops around, a few kebab places, and yeah, the next stop should be up on the corner, I believe, if it's still there. I think it might have changed actually. Alright, we'll find out in a moment. So I thought this was another jungle branch, but it seems like it's changed now. It's now a trading card shop. Down there was the dodgy shop upstairs with the selling your own box, which ended up being mostly porn. But if we do come down a little bit further, the main jungle is still here. So they used to have robot in that corner. This used to be like the tokusatsu kaiju stuff. So maybe they've combined it all again. And there used to be a figure shop downstairs, which is now a card shop. So yeah, first let's just pop upstairs here to jungle. Okay, so yeah, cheaper fee store click, and they've only got 2 branches now. They used to have 3 or maybe even 4. So what was on the corner with the robots is now all inside here. And then the main for our streamable stuff is all in the Radio Kaikan building, which I showed earlier. So here's reduced down, bit of a shame because it was pretty cool. But yeah, I think that basically covers all the main shops. The rest is just going to be up to you exploring, hunting down little tiny shops and, you know, hidden corners. If you're into import stuff, if you go way that way, past that Tam Tam hobby shop before, there is a tiny import store. But if you're coming from overseas, you know, it's McFarlane figures and some NECA, wrestling figures, which you can probably get overseas easier and cheaper than what you can here. But if you're in Japan, you can go check out those. I will try and find a map on, I'll try and find the location on Google Maps and link it as well. But on the next street over though, we do have a trading card and board game Surugaya. Yeah, Surugaya is everywhere. There's like multiple branches all kind of tucked in and around all the back streets. So it is fun to walk around and just check out what is going on. But yeah, I will now head back over towards Kotobukiya side. There is a coffee shop there, which you probably saw on my Tamashi vlog. So I'll point that out if you do want to have a drink, rest. And then we'll pop back over towards the showroom side, and I'll point out another coffee shop there, which is generally pretty quiet. Actually, on this side, for retro game fans, there's another Surugaya as well, which I think is at the back here, tucked away. For all you retro game fans, remember they have arcade parts as well. Okay, wasn't that one? There was another shop somewhere that was downstairs, somewhere they had arcade machine parts, but it's just your usual retro games, Dreamcast, PlayStation, Game Boy, and so forth. So if that's your jam, definitely check them out. Okay, so we're back by Rashinban, Super Potato, Kotobukiya shop, and at this point, we hang a right. Come down here. There used to be some like car shops up around here, or you can just go and get your ears cleaned by a girl if you really want. Some electronic shops if you're into like Arduino programming or making electronics. Some really cool shops down here, especially for component parts. I think a little bit further up actually. But at the moment, I'm just going to go down to the corner there, to the Cafe Dotoru, and I'm just going to grab a drink. Bit parched again from all this walking and talking. It's off the main streets a little bit more quieter. So most of the time you can definitely find a seat. So it's a good place to sit down, recharge, get a drink, and they do have a bathroom as well, which is always handy. Okay, so Kotobukiya, all that back over there, had a nice drink, feeling a bit more refreshed, and I completely forgot. How can I forget Yodobashi? Other side of the station, brand new game section, toys, awesome shop to go check out as well. They have a great display. So we'll head over there in a moment. There's actually a third Akiba-X shop which I'll point out as well, which is kind of a back street, it's a bit more quieter. But at the moment heading back over towards the Tokyo showroom. And then we're going to follow the street down. There's a couple of little shops down that way, another Mandarake. It's great if you're into like the Godzilla Soft B, Ultraman and stuff and all that. So all retro figures for that style, you can check out there. And then there's a cafe as well, which is quite quiet. I assume it's still quiet, but it's a good little gem if you want to go get a quiet seat and relax. Or maybe you're here with your family and you want to split up, let them sit down where you go. Explore the shops for endless hours. So yeah, we'll head over there now. So showroom, station, this way. Okay, so the showroom's just behind us now. We're just going to walk straight, follow the tracks, stay underneath, and yeah, there's a few, I guess, a tourist place. Some shops. It's pretty nice actually. This is all quite recent. In the last few years they've kind of updated the underside of the train tracks, making use of the space, which is really nice. But if we just follow all this down, eventually, it's not too far actually, we'll actually maybe it's in the next Seek base, I think it's called. I think in there we have the Mandarake, and then there's even a hotel which is actually underneath the train tracks, which to be honest I think could be a good place to stay if you're maybe just you and a friend or just your partner coming. Close to shopping under the tracks. I think it would probably be quite cheap as well. Maybe a little bit more noisy compared to some other places, but hey, can't beat the location, right? So what was it, ramen soba looks like. Yeah, this is it. So there's a camera shop, I think there's a record shop, and might have some pop-up places as well. And yeah, Mandarake. cool pop-up shop at the moment. Records. And then yeah, all the old indie stuff, soft B, a whole bunch of Godzilla stuff. So this is really cool to check out. Some food places as well, maybe a craft beer place maybe. And then there's a gaming cafe style place down the end here as well. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, Tokyo Video Gamers. Whole bunch of drinks, got some arcade machines. Yeah, okay, and you might pop outside, and it should be just down here to the right somewhere. Yeah, so as you can see, very quiet. Basically no one comes down this way, which makes it perfect for getting away from the crowds, because man, Akiba can be insane these days for crowds, tourists, even locals, especially on weekends. It can be ridiculous, and it can be very hard to get a place to eat or even just sit down and relax and drink. I mean, you have a convenience store, sure, that's nice, but sometimes you just want to sit down, rest your feet, right? So yeah, here it goes actually. So cafe and bar, just basic food, drinks. This is a place come and get coffee, and yeah, hotel as well. So down the far end, and as you can see, compared to the other places, quiet. What we'll do now, we'll head back down towards the station. So straight ahead is the station and the Tokyo showroom. On the left we have Yodobashi. We've got multiple ways of getting there. The lights that we crossed before, we can go underneath the bridge, it's just on to the right. Or what we'll do, we'll go through to the other side of the station and cut down the little tunnel. Reason being is there's a Square Enix cafe in there, shop, little arcade. It's pretty cool. And it's definitely, if you're into Square Enix, it's worth checking out. They have various pop-up stores. A while ago they had a Full Metal Alchemist one, which was really cool. But often, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and all those series you'll often find there. So for now, all the way to the end, to the station, and then through to the other side. So we're back out onto the other side of the station, straight we went down before with Radio Kaikan, where I got my drink from before, the convenience store, and it's just, straight down underneath this walkway, and just up to the right there'll be the Square Enix cafe. So they do have a shop here which you can go in and buy stuff, and then on the left hand side is the cafe, which most of the time I believe you might need to pre-book, or they might have set times. I think it might depend on the event. So at the moment I've got a Dragon Quest Monsters 3 collaboration going on with kind of themed food and stuff, but it actually seems pretty quiet, so midweek is probably the best time to come. Mini arcade on the other side as well. I guess both sides will be arcade. Okay, so as we exit the tunnel, we do have one entrance to the station there. Actually around to a corner here is another Akiba-X, so we'll pop there first and then we'll loop back around, and Yodobashi is just on the other side. So there's a little bit of a maze, kind of looking back and forth. But yeah, I think that's one of the fun parts about Akiba. There's shops everywhere on any side, and just walking around blind and aimlessly can lead to some good results, or at the very least it's fun. So if you're coming, I do recommend having like a good full day or even 2 days to just leisurely walk around and explore. So there's a book off here. It's just old, cramped, super hot. I don't think it's worthwhile bothering at all. But if you like some torture, feel free to go and look. For book off, I highly recommend getting away from Akiba and checking them out. Anyway, here goes the third Akiba-X shop, just like all the others. Mix of new, old, and sometimes good prices, sometimes a bit more expensive. Anyway, for some reason it's absolutely packed today, so I'm not even going to bother looking in there. Instead we'll just head back around towards the station, and then we can go into Yodobashi. Actually, one other point, Yodobashi is huge, about 6-7 floors. but above the main Yodobashi floor, you have some shopping and a food or restaurant floor. So I definitely recommend checking out for food if you're after lunch or dinner, because again, a little bit out of the way compared to most of the places where tourists and people here are, and some nice restaurant places up there, and they have a joint seating area, so you can get takeaway from the other places and you can all meet up there. So if you're with a group and you all don't want to eat the same thing, it definitely is a good option. But yeah, I've just crossed the road. So before we were just over there with the tunnel station entrance, we looked down and around for Akiba-X. Now we're just crossing over and we'll just walk down. On the right hand side past this tunnel will be Akihabara. Will be Yodobashi. Whew, it's been a long day. Good exercise though. But if you've enjoyed this video, like the shopping ones or these guide videos, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I'll do some more and let me know where else you want. I'm planning to do a Nakano one and some hidden gems in Tokyo for figure shopping. So those ones are definitely on my to-do list. But if there's anything else, any special requests, yeah, please let me know. Okay, here we go, Yodobashi Akiba, probably their flagship store actually. If you're after anything electronic, definitely a place to hit up. Yeah, games, figures, general toys, camera stuff especially, absolutely fantastic. But for now I think we'll head up to the 6th floor. Okay, we're at the top of the toy floor now. Awesome Ava statue. But on the left and right here we do have setup where we often see Tamashii figures on display. So remember we've got a Kamen Rider setup on the right, and then over here to the left, what do we have? Some chuukohin stuff. Points goes falling down. There's some stripes on the back. So yeah, up here, basically next one is gacha, model kit sets, and a whole bunch of toys. Whew, okay, we are now back outside of our showroom, in front of a station, and that is Akihabara. That is the ultimate shopping guide to Akihabara for 2024. We've covered a lot of stuff. I've probably spent about a good 4 hours or so just going around filming this video, and I did it quickly. I just went shop to shop. I did a quick filming here and there. So I highly recommend, if this is your thing, if this is what you love and you're coming to Japan just for this, set aside at least 2 to 3 days just to leisurely walk around, check out everything you love, recheck, go around. There's plenty to see and do, and you'll have a blast. Now I hope this video helps you. Hopefully it sets you straight for where to go first, what to look for, and some of the pitfalls as well, because any tourist area, you generally do get some overpriced stuff which isn't fun. So last thing I want is for you to go drop your hard-earned money on a figure which is twice the price than what it should be. Especially when you look around, you find it, you go, yeah, I want that, buy it, and then you go to the next shop and it's half the cost. That always sucks. So hopefully you can avoid that. Just remember, exclusives, check it out, don't buy, then head over to Radio Kaikan on the other side, yellow sub, Ami for brand new stuff, nice discount. Then you can go over to like VC and shops on the other side, Surugaya and all that. But those individual rental box places, just avoid, save your money. Unless it is super rare item, which I don't think you'll find there anyway. Remember, bathrooms, atre, big camera, Yodobashi, cafes, they will set you sorted. If you want to drink, Dorita, the cafe all the way back there they showed, generally quiet, which is great. Food court above Yodobashi. Anywhere else is fine. If it seems quiet, if you have a good time, go for it. Otherwise, you may want to try and find somewhere on the back streets. And going for food, if you go straight at lunchtime, it's probably going to be packed, especially on a weekend. Try and go earlier. And especially if you're a girl, if you need to go to a toilet, go before you kind of need to. Generally, there are big queues for the women's toilets, so that is something to keep in mind as well. that is it. Hope this helps. Drop comments below if this video has helped you on your trip. And if you've been to Japan recently, what shop did you love? Is there anything that I missed that you found that you really liked? Yeah, I might have forgotten a shop or a couple of shops, but if I did, I can just do a part 2 video later on. So yeah, anyway, again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, cheers!